Meet my friend Charlie. He's just going to drop me a catalyst mask. Meet my friend Charlie again, and he's going to give me yet another catalyst mask. And here we go again, he's Charlie again. Anyone want to have a guess what he's going to drop me? Well, I think you've guessed it, he's just dropped me a catalyst mask. But what about Whiskey? Whiskey's going to drop me a Centurion Scabbard. Oh look, he's Whiskey again. What's he going to give me? Oh look, another Centurion Scabbard. That's really strange, isn't it? And he's got Whiskey again. I wonder what he's going to give me. Hey, what's the odds on that? Another Centurion Scabbard. So, why is it happening? Well, as it happens, every Brooklyn World Boss has their very own specific exotic item that is tied to them. If you want to find out what they all are, keep watching. Okie dokie, let's get into it. So, for those of you who don't know, there's 16 Battle for Brooklyn World Bosses. Every World Boss has one specific exotic item which is tied to them. Now, I don't think this is known, or very well known at all in fact. I've looked all around the internet, I've looked on videos, etc., on forums, and absolutely no one mentions it, and so I'm guessing that no one really knows about it until now. So an example of where this is currently used in the game is on Jefferson Trade Center. As you all know, the final boss is called Coyote, and it has a chance to drop the Coyote's mask. So these world bosses are no different. The drop rate for the specific exotics to drop is set at 8%. However, other exotics may drop as part of the targeted loot system. So I've got a few examples of showing you what targeted loot is if you don't already know, and how you can identify it, and I've also got a few examples of where both targeted loot exotics drop and the specific exotic for that said boss. Here we have an example of an exotic drop which is part of the targeted loot system, and it's not the specific exotic that this boss can drop. So this boss here is Foxtrot. Foxtrot should drop a Pestilence, but on this occasion he doesn't, he drops an exotic sniper. However, when you walk up to it, you can quite clearly see that the sniper rifle says that it is targeted loot. This next example is from the boss called Alpha. Now Alpha should drop a waveform, but on this occasion it actually does drop a waveform and a targeted loot exotic as well. As you can see in the middle, it's actually dropped a Bullet King, which is targeted loot, and it has dropped the waveform, which is the specific exotic for that boss. And as you can see when you get close again, it says that the Bullet King is targeted loot. I thought it best to cover off the targeted loot exotics just to stop people getting confused with what is a targeted drop and what is tied to the exotic on each boss. I've made a chart showing which exotic is tied to each boss. I've also got video footage of all but 2 of the bosses, so you're just going to have to trust me that I'm correct on those, but I'll put the chart up on the screen, and I'll also leave a link to it in the video description so you can download a copy if you wish to. Other than that, probably the only other question I can think of that you may want to ask is with the Catalyst mask, will it just drop from Charlie without actually having it, or actually, well, getting it from the army terminal mission? And the answer is I really don't know. I already had one and it did drop for me. Obviously it dropped for me like 3 times, but I don't know. I suppose if you haven't got it and try to farm Charlie and see whether you get it, I don't know. I'm sure you'll find out. But other than that, that's it from me. I'll let the video footage run with all the different bosses dropping the exotics, and yeah, that's it. So if you like the video, you know what to do. If you didn't like the video, well, you didn't like the video, and that's it from me. So bye bye now.